me, your favorite family. Hit the link in the description box. Purchase your very own new era viral hip-hop news hat. Like I said, the link will be in the description box right now. Don't wait, don't miss out. Grab the hottest thing popping right now, the viral hip-hop news hats, available in the link in the description box. Grab yours right now.
Yes, we in the building, man. Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast, live on Friday night. I'm your brother, God from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother SamAnt, Viral Hip Hop News. Another episode, a live episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Here in the building Friday night. We're live, baby. Oh God, what's good, my brother?
Yeah, man, feels good to be in the building. I want to say peace to everybody. And as you're coming into the building, hit that like button. Hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. We got my man Jay's song playing right now. Happy birthday to you, brother.
Happy
if you're
birthday,
listening,
absolutely.
we're going all the way in today with the latest hip hop stories. As you're coming in, hit the like button and make sure you share this video. We're gonna talk about this tonight on our first inaugural Friday night live show. We're gonna do this every week about 8 o'clock. So make sure y'all tune in. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna let it ride for a minute. Let's go.
Let's rock.
Yeah. I feel like that freestyle or something.
Let's go. Let's get some balls. Just some fucking balls. I got people in the comment section already in here.
Please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. Now, SamAnt, you was telling me about this Kamikaze, and you came in and you played it. And one song I'm listening to with an Eminem, man, you put it on another track. I don't know the name of the track yet. It's fresh, but damn, yo, Eminem can still rap. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna say, oh, it is that. Nah, he went in on this, and he could still do his little switch up and flows and all that. And he came at a few people, but Joe Budden, SamAnt. Talk about Eminem, you know, coming straight at Joe Budden.
Well, we all know Joe Budden was critical on his podcast of Eminem and the Revival album. I mean, I think definitely he had justification in doing that. Revival wasn't that good. I think Eminem doesn't think it was good. This is why he has the Kamikaze album coming out. I think that the criticism was definitely warranted when it comes to that album. One could say that he's being extra sensitive when it comes to this issue. So he's going to address all the critics that come to him. But then he talked about that on his album too, which was pretty funny. But let's get to the bars. He talked about Joe. Somebody tell Budden before I snap, he better fasten it or have his body bagged, zipped up. This closet thing he has is to hit. Oh, my bad. The closet thing he's had to hit is smacking bitches. And don't make me have to hit. Give it back to Akademiks. Say this shit trash again. I'll have you twisted like you had it when you thought you had me slipping at the telly. What do you think about that?
Man, I mean, you know, like I said, you got to, I mean, obviously you reading it, you know, people got to go listen to it. It's not really doing it.
I fucked that all up. Nah,
but the way he put it together, though, the way Eminem put it together, and I like this, you know what I mean? The competition of rap, I don't think anything, you know, is wrong, you know, with that. And we talked about it, you know, in our pre-production. We was like, yo, how should Joe Budden respond to this? And I'm like, yo, you asked me that. And I said, I don't want to hear them on the podcast. You know what I mean? That's cool and all that. We love the podcast, but he better come with some straight up bars and he can do it. But SamAnt, you don't think that Joe Budden will or can? Now, let's hear from you.
He's been on record to say he's retired and he's done. And nothing or no one could bring him out of that. So I don't think a couple jabs from Eminem is going to have him hot enough to go ahead and write some bars. But it's been some really interesting dialect goes on when it comes to this conversation. I know Funk Flex said that he can deal with him bar for bar, that Joe Budden got bars for Eminem, that it'll be definitely a great battle and an interesting battle. Charlamagne the guy said the same thing on the Breakfast Club. You think he got bars for him. So I never really had this kind of conversation in my head that Joe Budden and Eminem, like who would win? But you thinking that Joe got something for Eminem?
Joe's he can spit. I mean, you know, he's been, you know, he's one of the more underrated, you know, rappers. But like, again, you know, a lot of people fuck with Joe real hard and, you know, pause, you know, and, but Eminem, you know what I mean? Obviously he showed that he hasn't lost a step, but Joe Budden's on this grown man chill thing. You know, he probably just going to laugh it off. But we would love to see it, being hip hop fans, genuinely, you know, we would love to see the competition of them going back and forth, but I don't think it's going to happen, bro.
Let's talk about the Kamikaze album itself, because I think Revival, everyone can say that wasn't Eminem's best work. I think he would definitely say that wasn't his best work. Kamikaze, he came back with Slim Shady. Slim Shady, we heard him come back with bars. But do you think that Eminem is kind of being a little oversensitive in answering all the critics? Because, I mean, we are in a day and age in 2018 where information is disseminated via the internet, the podcast wave, the hip hop news wave, as we're watching right now live on Hip Hop News Uncensored. This is the wave now. Isn't the magazine and the articles are almost obsolete? Right. It's all internet stuff now. So why is he real kind of sensitive to this criticism in 2018 as opposed to the criticism he got back in the day? Or is this just an artist being an artist? And is this just,
I mean, first of all, I mean, besides the Joe Buttons and all that, I mean, he's some shit that he said, like coming at the mumble rappers and all that. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Shit was dope.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I mean, maybe he had a bone to pick. You know, some people like, you know, Jay-Z and your more seasoned rappers, they don't drop all the time, but when they do, they remember, you know, when somebody said this or somebody said that, they go ahead and throw their shots, and no different than what Eminem did. And, you know, that's what's going to get people talking. I mean, nowadays, that's just is what it is. You got to, you know, not to say that he has to come at anybody, because he made, you know, in my opinion, some great music without being, you know, diss music. We all know, you know, his catalog. But yeah, man, I love it. I love it. You know, I want to see, you know, a knockdown, drag out battle, goddammit, right now.
Well, I mean, well, you're not talking about a knockout, drag out battle when it comes to the rappers. He called out Lil Zane, Lil Pump. None of them want no smoke with Eminem. No, that won't work. And he also talked about the young rappers that are in here nowadays, the Joyner Lucases. I've said that a million times on this podcast, that that's the dopest young rapper in the game right now. And Eminem, you know what I mean? He stamped that approval too. He also talked about Kendricks and the Coles as well. So, I mean, getting at rappers, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the people critiquing his work, because you could sit here and say, I mean, what did you think about Revival?
Critiquing his work, I mean, you know, rap, that's what rappers do. I mean, this is what it's about, though. I mean, you're probing, but it's just like, this is what it's about. It's about answering your critics. And, you know, so you pretty much saying that he's, you know, pretty much already made his stamp in the game. He shouldn't even be responding. That's what you're trying.
I'm not saying, I'm just asking the question, like, okay, is he, because he put a lot of energy into this album. It's you don't really see rappers, especially your elite rappers, your Jay-Z's, your Eminems, you know what I mean? You don't really see them responding to critics. You don't really even see them gaining a response. So is that just is that a way in 2018 where it's just like, damn, it's so loud that I have to respond? Is Eminem gonna go diss us next if we say Revival was whack? I thought the shit was whack. I'm an Eminem fan. I thought Revival was ass.
So I guess you're talking about the Akademiks, pretty much.
And the Joe Buttons, because he doesn't rap anymore.
I mean, they're relevant names in hip hop. You know what I mean? They got big platforms, and as we know, their word, you know, means a lot. As you know, when Akademiks drops or Joe Buttons or one of them, you know, numbers don't lie. So people actually, you know, follow what these dudes say. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, even Nicki Minaj, she was in his comment section, you know, going back, you know, and forth with him. And you know, we thinking like, oh, these people are so big and above this, and nah, they just regular people, you know, and they feelings too.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit, Eminem's been going through this for years, so I didn't expect him to kind of answer the critics the way that he did. It was dope. Right. It definitely opens up doors for us. The more shit we talk shit, we might be on the album next. You never know. It just goes to where 2018 and the voice that we have is crazy. Right. Where do you rank this album? And I know we just got it. I mean, you just started listening to it fresh as we walked in the door.
Somebody and kind of get garbage.
What the
somebody Grondo Visit said Revival is garbage.
Revival was ass.
Oh, now you're saying his ass.
I said Revival was ass. I didn't say Kamikaze.
Okay,
my bad. You
did. Right.
Revival's ass.
Right.
Kamikaze is dope.
Everybody flops, man. I mean, come on. Everybody, like you could go down anybody's catalog and say, all right, this wasn't as good, you know, as this one. So yeah, I mean, Eminem has some great albums. I know people won't get on me for that, you know, but he has some great albums in the past. You can't, remember the old saying you had one hot album every 10-year average? That was some real shit. It's like, it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, well, Eminem had a lot. In 2000, he had the Marshall Mathers LP. 99, he had Shady LP. Encore 2004, the Marshall Mathers LP 2013. Right. He had his run.
I think he's overrated. Just come out and say, you think Eminem's overrated?
Man, I'm glad you said that.
Right.
Overrated. He's not the best rapper of all time. Eminem's not the greatest fucking rapper of all time.
No.
And I'll argue that and debate that with anybody all day. But I definitely think he gets a bad stigma in 2018 for being white. And I think it's a bit hypocritical to some people, not all, but some people who used to fuck with Eminem crazy back in the day. And now because it's popular to talk about race so heavy in 2018, that now Eminem's whack because he's white. Now, I don't want to go that far.
Well, you do got some whack white rappers. Not Eminem. Eminem's not one.
Most.
Right.
In the game right now, name a white rapper.
Come on, don't do that.
Top 5 white rappers right now. Say,
I can't.
Do it.
I can't.
Drink that Patron and top 5.
Get some of that.
Yeah.
I
Post Malone.
I
never heard one song ever.
Yes, you did.
A Post
on
Malone?
The radio. You heard it.
I know it was him.
Probably, but you heard it. You heard it. Trust me. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, man. You know, Eminem. I think is probably is the best, you know, white rapper.
Beastie Boys?
Who?
Beastie Boys.
Nah, Eminem is definitely, you know, one of the best. I'm not even going to try to, you know, attempt to even go there, man. I'm not going to do that. I can't.
Somebody asked a question: Eminem versus Andre Benjamin. 3 stacks.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, but 3 stacks.
3 stacks, monster.
3 stacks.
I can't even disrespect stacks.
3 stacks.
I can't.
What do you rank
Eminem?
Kamikaze? Not
Okay.
Eminem. Kamikaze in Eminem's library of albums right now. I mean, I know, like I said, it's fresh. You just heard fresh. a couple joints. So
it's refreshing, man. I mean, you know, from what I heard, you know, hasn't been too much, you know, but I think it sounds pretty like it's gonna be a good. I might be honest with you, it's not enough that I'm really checking for, right? You know, so I mean, you put it on, and then the hoopla, and we into the industry, but it's not. I got like, if you go look at my title playlist, there's a lot of, you know, kind of like I said this 100 times before, a lot of the old stuff, the 90s, the early 2000s.
Interesting, but let me ask you a question, old guy, because Eminem fits right into that bag though, and he posed, and he was like one of the rappers that we kind of grew up in, fucking with hard. So why pause? So why weren't you checking for Eminem in 2018? Is it just a 2018 thing?
Because he fell off. I mean, he fell off. Like I mean, it is what it is. And I'm not saying that he didn't have an illustrious career, but it's hard to maintain. That's why we got to give credit to people like LL, Jay-Z, even Snoop Dogg, you know, even Fat Joe, another name we got to throw in there. People, who have, you know, stayed relevant, you know, for, you know, decades or more.
I mean, you got they know how to move with and waves. You know what I mean? They know how to move with the flow.
Right.
You got Snoop Dogg, Brandon left and right. I was watching the show with my kid yesterday on Netflix, and he was part of the little kid show. So I'm like, yo, Snoop is everywhere. Right. He know how to make his money. You talk about Jay-Z now branching off in the business and the mogul and the tycoon that he is. Diddy the same way. I mean, you could talk about the bosses down south. You just talked about Andre 3 Stacks, Big Boy's a boss down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you have who else did we got down south? Gucci Mane. T.I. Yeah, down there doing major things down there in the South. So
the South done took over. The thing about the South, they took over and kept the game.
Well, they stuck together.
Yeah.
Throughout even their beef and their nonsense, they still rep the South. They still promoted independence. They still, you know what I mean, stuck with each other and grinded it through. They did each other's interviews. They were out there repping each other's music. It's a different way. We can talk about that out here on the East Coast. Unfortunately, as much as we love the East, we love it.
Right.
It's in our soul.
Right.
Hey, yo, check this out. We got a real great service provided for you right now. If you're a serious artist looking to perfect your craft, get your music out there in front of millions and millions of views, then look no further than right here. Hip Hop News, Uncensored, Raw Hip Hop News, and the Uncensored True podcasts are now running specials to promote your product. If you're serious about promoting your product on YouTube, email me right here at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com, or my brother OGod at hiphopun.com for further information. If you're serious about your craft, very affordable pricing. Let's go. Wait no further. Look into it right now. Emails in the description box. Hit us up. You already know.